It's not nothing, and it's more than something. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm the CowHatLibrarian, and I liked this one. I stumbled onto it at my library's shelves. It is Anything by Rebecca Stead and Gracey Zhang. As the story starts, our main character and their father have moved into a new apartment. And the father decides that because the apartment is new to them, it deserves a birthday. So it gets a cake with 0 candles, plus 1 for good luck. And so he allows his child to make a wish on the candle. And the child gets to wish for 3 anythings. 3 things, anything they'd like, that the father can do. So the child wishes and wants a rainbow in the room. And so the dad paints a rainbow in the bedroom. And the child isn't quite sure what the other anythings will be yet, so they wait. And they head out, and the child makes a secret wish for the nearby playground slide to be shorter, but nothing happens. And made a secret wish that the paint smell in the apartment go away and that the apartment not smell like paint, and it didn't happen. But the child is able to wish for the biggest slice of pizza in the world. And their dad agrees. And the kid gets quite literally half the pizza as a single piece to eat, fulfilling that anything wish quite nicely. And the third anything is that today not be Thursday, because Thursday is bath night. And the dad agrees. Attention, today is not Thursday. And so he gets the child ready for bed. But all they can think about is the stuff from their old place. The blue bathtub and the smell in the coat closet and the tree, and they wish they'd never moved. And even with the rainbow there, even with the dad tucking him in, this doesn't feel like home. When a siren races by in the night, the child is scared, calls for daddy, and nothing feels right. And he tries his best. Takes her for a walk around the house, a long, long piggyback ride that reminded me of the long carrying and walking I did with both my kids when they were babies and couldn't sleep. And circling around the apartment again and again, until finally the child's able to sleep. And wakes up to have breakfast with their dad in the morning. This was really, really good, with a couple caveats. First off, I liked the story. The story of a child in a new home is a fairly universal one, and it was told well here. The main character, their desires for things are universal enough that their plight would hit home with just about any kid you read this book to. My kids have lived in this house just about their whole life. My older daughter, she was a baby when we moved here. Our younger daughter has never lived anywhere else. The idea of even considering moving houses terrifies them. And even they got hit hard by this book, and they've never had to move in their lives. Well, other than as a baby. So it's a universal thing. The characters are appealing. The dad is one of those great picture book super dads who wants to make everything right by his kid, and that's great too. The art style, it's a mixed bag. It's lots of sketchy black lines with shots of color, and it's effective, but I wonder if maybe it wouldn't read so well in a large group in a storytime setting. I think it might be better suited for one-on-one or one-on-two, or maybe small group reading sessions rather than a big story time. I think it would be harder to keep the crowd's attention with this art style in that setting. Now, this story doesn't talk about what happened to the character's mom. The mom isn't mentioned at all. She's just not in the picture. The story says nothing that implies death or divorce or anything else that might result in this change of circumstance. It's this child and their daddy, and that's just the way it is. So that's left as a bit of a mystery. And it seems like the focus of the story is just on the move itself. And it probably keeps things more universal. I wouldn't have minded knowing what happened with the mother, but as far as this story goes, it's not needed in the strictest sense. If I were to read this in a storytime setting, or if I was trying to pair this with things for my kids, if we decided we wanted to read a couple books on the topic, I might consider something like Yard Sale by Eve Bunting, sort of the before and after the move. The parents dealing with the situation and having the yard sale to clear things out that they won't have room for anymore, and the young child's reaction to it prior to that move to a small apartment. It would almost seem like a really good prequel to this book, other than the different parent situation. Another book I might pair it with, even though the mother not being there isn't a part of the story, is The Hair-Shaped Hole, a phenomenal picture book dealing with grief and a person that's been a big part of your life not being there anymore. And while this is about a place rather than a person, that sense of loss, that sense of grief is very, very much the same in both books. And if I were to try to make a story time about different types of loss or grieving, not just people, but places and changes and life in general, I'd be tempted to pair the two of those books. I think they would work really, really well together. I like it. I recommend it. Go borrow it from your public library. While I'm on that topic, if you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library, why not take just 1 minute and tell the powers that be exactly that? Tell your mayor, tell a council member, tell your MP or MLA that you use and appreciate the services offered by your public library. We're at a time where some public libraries are having trouble finding sustainable funding to continue improving the materials, programs, and services they offer. And a few good words in the right ears might make a world of difference. Now, if by some chance you're a library staff member, don't forget, watching my videos counts as professional development time. With that, thank you for listening to me talk about how this book is in fact everything and not nothing. By all means, please like, please subscribe, and please check back to see what else I have to talk about from the CowHat Library. Thank you. Bye now.